Hello, my fellow Misfortune fans, and welcome to another episode of Iron to Diamond, the series in which I show you that ELO hell does not exist. I hope this Kale returns, because I don't want to remake, it's just a waste of time. But I'm today showing you a build that if you are in Platinum ELO or below, you definitely want to try out, because in my opinion, it is the best build in those ELO brackets. It is good old mana-immune Misfortune with Kleptomancy, taking all the mana runes you can, and, well, Kleptomancy also helping you to, to scale better into the late game, to get your mana-immune quicker, because you want to get that item as quickly as possible, since with just a tier, just the components are very bad for Misfortune, which is also the reason why it's such a bad item in high ELO. You just get punished super hard by Diamond plus bot laners, since they, well, Tier of Goddess always puts you in kind of a power trough. It's kind of the Ezreal syndrome, right? And Misfortune cannot really afford that in high ELO, but in Platinum and below, this build is very powerful, has an extremely strong late game, very flexible itemization. The only items you really need are mana-immune, Death Stance, and a Last Whisper item, and then you can buy whatever you need. Also defensive boots, which are always nice for Misfortune. So yeah, definitely give it a try. But first of all, I need to showcase you how to win in Gold ELO with this. We're one win away from entering promos, and by the way, if you want to see the entire climb to Diamond, then make sure to subscribe if you're new, so you don't miss out on future episodes. But first of all, we need to push for level 2. As soon as we get... well, this is against the mage support, or an enchanter support rather. So, their zone of influence, generally speaking, is rather high, which means you don't get many opportunities to auto them. Your best bet is to aim for Q bounces to stack your Kleptomancy. Just like... well, against Nami it's hard, and Thresh is currently not with me, so I need to be careful. But like this, Q auto. Actually quite a good hook. That's Nami flash. I contemplated flashing after her, but she was already gone. Pop potion here. Want to stay on decent HP levels. Nice attempt. This Thresh is definitely using his cooldowns. It's important that you throw out a hook every now and then, just to keep the enemies on their toes. It's a Q-max build, by the way. You don't have any overheal synergies going. You're also not a crit build. And you have quite a bit of mana, which would also enable Emax, but Emax is, generally speaking, more an Arcane Comet thing, right? So you can proc Arcane Comet over and over. And also, you don't have enough mana for E until you get your tier components, at least. Which, yeah, it makes me think Kleptomancy Q-max is just better. Nice. You see, right there, Q auto, making use of both Kleptomancy triggers. Yikes. Nami doesn't have flash, so I'm fine, I think. But yeah, I got caught there. Cost me my heal. Nami is Ignite, is on cooldown though, so at least there's that. And I have potions to heal myself. Need to keep my distance though, as long as I don't have my HP. Still takes 1.5 minutes to get my next biscuit. I'm definitely in a bad spot right now. Small mistakes like these can really cost you in the early game. What you also can do in rather difficult lanes is you can delay your tier, or, well, your mana-immune components for that matter, and get an early Vamp Scepter, which I might do in this lane, I'm not sure yet. When you play with like a Soraka, who can heal you anyway, you typically don't need it, but with a tank support against an enchanter support, it might be necessary, depending on how the lane goes. We'll see. First of all, we need to farm on the tower. With this, Jhin is tanking a lot of Q bounces. Kind of need to get a feel for if your opponent is respecting them or is not worrying about them too much. And then you can go for them more if you think you will hit them. Sure. Still 2 CS ahead of them. Ooh, they're recalling? What's going on? Yeah, we're pushing here. I don't know why they recalled. It's a very odd recall timing for them. Because this enables us to just push. They lose farm at the tower, and we can then recall ourselves. You see, this wave now goes under tower. They lose these minions, and the wave resets, so it's in a favorable position for us. I think I'm fine. I need Merc Treads this game, but I think I'm fine selling this. Grab that, and yeah, now we're in this power trough, right? We just spent 850 gold on stats that are not combat stats. So... okay, Jhin, actually... well, we got gold from Klepto. We got pickaxe plus boots, which is the same amount of combat stats that we have, essentially. Let's move these items so we have easier access to our Klepto items. Alright, so at least now we can freely spam Q in lane. Go for random hits. Yeah, I'm definitely starting to feel the pressure. We got potions to keep us alive, and once we get Vamp Scepter, which should be, with our next back, we should be able to afford Mana Immune plus Vamp Scepter. So... the lane phase should be pretty much okay now. Nice, that actually hit them. I wouldn't go for risky Qs like this if I had mana problems. Jhin is taking quite a beating, actually. Zac is mid lane, he could be coming bot soon. That's quite the late first blood for gold ELO. But hey, I appreciate a slower game. Gives me more time to scale. This build is all about scaling. It's very easy to pilot, because Misfortune is generally speaking not that difficult to manage. Well, as a player. As an opponent, that might be a different story. But, yeah, you should be fine using her kit effectively, because you don't have mana problems. This is really the only thing you need to consider when playing Misfortune. It's managing your mana pool, and Mana Immune absolutely, well, 100% patches that weakness. And it's an issue a lot of lower ELO players have with Misfortune, that they're either not using her abilities effectively, or just spam. Well, they just spam them too often, and then they're and cannot really fight when a gank is coming or something. But with Mana Immune, you have pretty much infinite mana. So again, this build is super easy to play, especially once you get out of that Tier of Goddess power trough. Again, just chill a little bit in the lane phase. Go for Q bounces when you can. Just like this. Stack Klepto that way. Against tank supports is way easier, by the way. Because generally speaking, they need to walk up closer, and then you can just auto them. A gank might be coming. Don't have vision of the tribush, or of this bush. But Zac, generally speaking, just jumps through tribush. Good job, Kale. I'm a little bit concerned. I want to chill. I have a feeling that Zac is here. So I'm just farming for now. Don't want to get ganked. Against Zac, it's very easy to die, even if you have flash up. So, keep your distance. Right, now the wave is in a better spot. Right, they're roaming, which means we want to push. And actually, to punish them even harder... Okay, he's alone, so actually we can... And Zac shows. Oh, that was so close. We see Zac, we know Nami isn't here, so we can safely take a plating. Oh. I actually took a tower shot for that. I'd like to go base here, getting my mana immune plus Vamp Scepter. I'll just shove this wave with every non-ulti ability. Well, he also... Oh, let's go. Damn, the minions are blocking the lantern. Are you kidding me? Just barely out of tower range. Oh my god. I want to farm this wave just to get an advantage here. But I need to be careful. I'm rather low and Zac might just 1v2 us. Right, now we definitely go back. Okay, perfect. So we... I don't need blue. It would be nice, but this back timing is way more important. Actually, we can sell those, yeah. Get Merc Treads, and we're fine. Press W for convenience. I'll take blue here. It's 10% cooldown reduction, so I don't complain. Oh, it's gone. Alright, never mind. I need to get into the habit, need to get into the habit of typing more. So I can lead my team with macro plays. Because I really don't do it enough. We're fighting in a minion wave, which is iffy at best. Brook though. Oh, okay. That's a shame. It's okay, we have lifesteal, so without lifesteal you can never do that. Minions just maul you. But yeah, it's fine. Heal back to full. And now we're actually quite strong, because, well, mana is not a combat stat per se, since it doesn't increase your damage or your survivability. But with mana immune, you convert mana into attack damage, as you obviously know. Which means now we're actually quite strong, even though we spend a lot of gold on mana. And once your mana immune transforms, you're just god mode. Almost. Scratch my nose. Cannot pressure the tower. Real life RNG. And there he is, alright. It's fine. He probably will just leave because he knows that we know he's there. I will try to E them just for Thresh to get an easy hook. First, let me push this wave. Oh, this could be a very nice crash dive. No. Couldn't really approach. Is this still fine? I don't know. I think not. Ivor needs help. Don't have heal. I need to leave this. Damn! It's okay. As long as I get gold, we're coming out ahead, in my opinion. I can carry this super hard with this late game build. Yo, look at that damage, boy. Alright, so now we lifesteal, obviously. They are forced back. Jhin doesn't have lifesteal yet. Okay. But yeah, Merc threats are super important against that team. They have so much magic damage and crowd control. What a pity. That's fine. Literally doesn't matter. Really like to spend some gold, huh? Maybe I ult the net. Oh, there he is already. Yeah, we need to be careful. Sitting on gold is not a good idea. Because gold is not a combat stat either. I will ult the next wave and then base. Looks like the play. Oh, almost. He's dead. Nice. That's good. Ooh, and Thresh didn't even feed a kill. That's nice. Let's deward this before we base. Or let's just run. Yikes, the random Cassiopeia. I really did not expect the top laner to join. It's okay, we're super rich. We almost have 10 CS per minute. Quite the number of kills, 500 klepto golds. Can't really ask for more. Do we need healing reduction? I think the answer is no. So just by double longsword here. Which would have done anyway with that gold, but you need to make the decision whether you want Mortar Reminder or Blood Domes. Yeah, we're fine. By the way, the reason this build works is, well, the reason it's that effective is that once your Mirror Mana transforms, the bonus damage is physical, so it benefits from armor penetration and from lethality. And also, you will get healing through your Death Stance, because Death Stance heals from or off of any damage you deal, whereas Lifesteal will not apply or will not heal you from the damage you deal with the Mirror Mana on hit. So this is why Death Stance is preferable here. Also the cooldown reduction is nice. More cooldown reduction means easier stacking for your mana immune. We shouldn't go top lane, by the way. Dragon is still on the map, but, well, can't really take Rift Herald, it's too late. And we're not yet in position, are we? But yeah, we are giving up a lot of Drake pressure. I'm not a fan of this, macro-wise, but now we're here. And Zac is also here, so at least they're not doing Dragon either. Damn, I have ulti, we can fight this maybe. Yeah, we can. Can I kill Jhin? Maybe. Okay. My Q was barely not off cooldown, so I needed to auto there, and he flashed. Still, I got heal and flash out of him and 2 kills, so that's definitely worth it. Would have been cleaner, obviously, had I gotten Jhin too. But I won't complain. Let's get one more wave while we're at it. But yeah, you just deal so much damage. We're at almost 300 AD at 20 minutes. And Nivea is starting to become a problem. Oh well. We can also itemize defensively after Last Whisper. For example, Morph Mimosas might be an option. Let's see. No need to pressure Drake. Alright, Vladimir should have this. We have enough gold, right? Yeah, we do. Need to base, get a lot of doms. And for our last 2 items, I actually don't hate going for more plus Blade of the Ruined King, because Zac will stack a lot of HP. We'll see. We'll see what we need. First of all, well, is Anivia that big a problem? I'm not sure. Oh well. Going for the lethality might be greedy. Might still be the play. Yeah, I'll go red. Get red buff in a second. It's just a waiting game. We need to wait for either Thresh or Ivan hit some crowd control, and then we can do something. That was close. And also we obviously need to stay out of Zac and... You see that crit, man? We definitely need to... yeah, we got Mirror Mana transformed, so this is a lot of damage now. But we need to wait for an engage and not get caught by Zac. If we just do this, we will win the game, sooner or later. And meanwhile, well, against Anivia it's very hard to siege. But it's still our best bet, I suppose. Getting autos on the tower every now and then. Baiting out Zac's jump. As long as we stay on our toes and not get caught, we're making progress. Every chip damage on the tower is good for us. And they can definitely not pressure us here. Well, that was aggressive. Is what I've been waiting for. Yeah, we definitely win this exchange. 2 for 1. Anivia's still alive and she can obviously just clear minion waves by herself. Their jungler is dead, but so is ours, so we cannot really pressure Baron. We do get good chip damage on the tower. They need to respect Thresh. Oh, okay, she flashed. I thought she might die there. But she still had a flash up, so that's good, I guess. Good on her. We need to reset. They respawn and have just spent their gold. We didn't, so yeah. We want to increase the we want to increase our lead by increasing the power gap. Bad selling this, but I guess it's correct. And actually, selling Dorans might be better if you want to set up a Baron play. Yeah, I'm just greedy selling control wards. I think the optimal play is to sell Doran's Blade, get Serrated Dirk, and place the control ward at Baron. Or even better, place the control ward at Baron before recalling. Yeah, misplay by me. And I don't think I will need defensive stats too soon. We're so far ahead that we might just start snowballing with lethality. And as this damage, the on-hit damage, is physical, lethality will increase our damage even more. Don't want to waste too many minions to the tower. Need to keep our farm up. Drake spawning soon. We should take that. It's essentially free. They cannot pressure us off of it. Yeah. Vladimir's right. Don't have vision, huh? Or don't have control warp. But it's okay. They don't have vision either, as we see, and it's already gone, yeah. That was pretty free. We catch her. She doesn't have flash, right? Ooh, nice Kale ulti. I actually didn't need to flash there. Oh yeah, still worth. I'm not feeling too comfortable relying on my teammates in low elo most of the time. But yeah, this Kale definitely knew what she was doing. Right. Ouch. Yeah, she's dead. As soon as Anivia wastes her wall, there's no way she can interrupt her. Well, she also has her Q, but the main tool she will use to interrupt your ulti with is her wall. Her Q travels very slowly, so most of the time that's not enough to prevent your damage. But yeah, we'll get an Edge of Night next. HP is always nice, so you don't get bursted down, you have more time to regenerate with Death's Dance. And afterwards, I'm not sure, maybe still Blade of the Ruined King, maybe just a Dusk Blade. Really depends on what you feel like. Maybe Infinity Edge and then sell Edge of Night for Essence Reaver. Also an option. Depending on how long the game will still go. Baron buff is halfway gone. And I'm sitting on a lot of gold, but I really think we need to... Well, I probably missed the back timing there, to be fair. Oh, that Zac wants to die, huh? That's Jhin ulti. Oh boy, do I deal damage. Just imagine me having both items there. They all die. Yeah, they just explode. This build's late game is absurdly powerful. Yeah, that's the surrender. The surrender was definitely understandable. I mean, at this point, they just got smothered by our Baron push, and also hard outscaled. They have Anivia and Cassiopeia, who scale quite well, but this Misfortune build, it just gets better from there. As soon as you get your full item build, you're an AD carry with 6 items, right? And you have hard scaling items such as, well, Mura Mana, plus Gathering Storm, plus Lethality, plus Survivability. They're not coming back from this ever, and they lost too much at this point. So yeah, we got an S, we entered promos, and let's see how we progress here. If you want to see how the old school Misfortune build with Summon Eerie works today, then, well, click on the link on your screen right there. A big thank you to all my Patreons and channel members. If you want to become a Patreon yourself, just go to patreon.com/mfdb.